Are you authentic? Are you real? Did you know that is the most powerful state of being you can be? Hey, I'm Master Hypnotist and Complete Mind Therapist Chuck DeBroder. Welcome to a live stream of Self Care Saturday. And, I am a scientist, first a meteorologist, and I had to go through physics one, two, three. But it wasn't until I started studying the power of the mind that I found that the laws of physics, the laws of the universe apply to us and the energy we give to each other. Now, there's a law in physics. You don't want to write this down. It's called the law of constructive interference. And basically, it says we can get energy from certain conversations. We can be taken advantage of and our energy stolen by certain people, or we can actually be given energy by certain people. Again, the law of physics is called constructive interference. Now, what does this have to do? And by the way, if you're jumping on board, give permission to our streaming service and you can ask a question. This is Self Care Saturday. We're talking about being real, being authentic, and there's an actual science study. It's called the Spain scale of emotion. And they took 25,000 people and they were able to measure the frequency of these people. They put them in a room and they isolated the frequencies to such a minute level they could tell when people were angry or passionate, had joy or despair, elation, or were in love. And by this experiment, they could measure the certain states of being and how far the waves, how powerful they were going out of the people. Now, I want to ask you that are watching right here. If you're watching on the replay, put hashtag replay and ask a question or make this comment. Answer this question. What state of being is the most powerful? Yeah, I hear a few out there. Well, they found out that the state of authenticity, the state of being real and truthful to oneself, was 4,000 times more powerful than love. I know a lot of people would think that love is the most powerful, but the state of authenticity had the farthest reach. Have you ever been around somebody and said, man, I just enjoy being around that person? They're so real. They're so down to earth. They are so themselves. Well, now there's some science behind it. Now, I believe in quantum physics, and with my exclusive hypnotic mind shift transformation method, it's a mouthful, hypnotic mind shift transformation method. I've developed it over the last 20 years, and we help raise the vibrational level of what you're putting out there. Now, people that are unsuccessful are vibrating here. I tell all my clients that. People that are successful are vibrating up here. Now, the ones down here can make a decision to change and change their environment and stop swimming with the 5 fish they spend the most time with down here in the metaphor, and they start swimming with the more successful fish at a higher level. They can change their frequency. Now, Can some of the fish pull some of the fish down that are swimming near the surface? Yeah. But never will any sort of fish bother with pulling a negative or low vibrating person up. If you just joined, I'm Master Hypnotist and Complete Mind Therapist Chuck DeBroder. We're talking about the Spain Scale of Emotion study, where they took 25,000 people, they put them in a room, and they asked them what type of emotions they're going through. They were able to measure the frequencies from the body, and anger and a lot of others. Those frequencies didn't go out too far. But the most powerful frequency was the power of authenticity. And it was more powerful than love. So think about that. Love motivates men and women to do some wild and just high level motivated things, not sleep, not eat, all kinds of things. But the power of being yourself. And I'm just wondering, how difficult is it to be yourself? How difficult is it to be real? And how difficult is it to be truthful? Now we're surrounded with a world that is full of lies and the news and politics, even sometimes in religion. And I'm not getting controversial. I'm just saying negativity bombards us. But if we can protect ourselves with just the easy move of being real, and then the easy move of raising our vibration through something like hypnosis, something like reading a good mind expanding book, listening to somebody who is positive on a YouTube video, or maybe joining me for Self-Care Saturday. I'm going to give it a shot every Saturday to do this before we head out on usually our only day off on Saturdays. Now, if you're interested in raising your vibration, leaving your negative routines and habits, swimming with the negative vibration former crowd you used to hang out with, right? Always love the quote. I mentioned it a couple times. But if you're the smartest person in the room, leave and find another room. If you're the most positive person in the room, leave and find another room. And if you're the most positive person in a group, it may be time to think about investigating how you can make a positive mind shift. And that's exactly what we do in the hypnotic mind shift transformation method. And then if you own a business, I have testimonials of people making hundreds of thousands of dollars extra just by making a few shifts in their daily routines, and more importantly, the emotions they attach to the former version of themselves and the former bad habits. So again, the Spain Scale of Emotion study, the most powerful wave that goes out the farthest is just being yourself, being real, and it's the power of authenticity. 4,000 times more powerful than love. Now, if you have extra love, joy, happiness, money, pay it forward. If you need it, give it out to somebody who needs it more than you. I always say that at the end of my newscast, but that's giving out some positivity, isn't it? Again, being real. Any questions right now? If you're watching this for the first time, I'm Master Hypnotist and Complete Mind Therapist Chuck DeBroder, and I'm giving away free 45-minute consultations. I listen to you. Then I give some of the same tips, tricks, advice that I give to my clients. And then if we're a good fit, I paint a picture of what it'll look like when we work together, and instead of traditional therapy that takes 3 to 5 years sometimes to have one breakthrough, in hypnosis, people have breakthroughs in the very first session. Definitely a lot of aha moments like, wow, that's why I do what I do. And the former version of myself, I'm never going to do that again. We're going to say goodbye to that in your very first session. And unlike traditional therapy that makes you revisit trauma every time you see the therapist, we only visit it once, and you don't even have to tell me about it. It's all in your mind, and then we never bring it up again. Because hypnosis is all about positivity. I'll say it one more time. Spain, a scale of emotion steady. They measured elation and joy, despair, isolating the frequency of anger, the most powerful emotion wavelength. They measured the frequencies coming off of people. It's science, people. Quantum physics is science, is being real. The wavelength of authenticity. 4,000 times more powerful than love. When I saw that, when I heard that, I couldn't believe it. But go out and give love to people, but be authentic and be yourself. Until next Saturday, have a great Memorial Day weekend. We'll see you again real soon for another Self-Care Saturday. Bye for now.